Hi, welcome to class. It's Irene here. Today we're going to focus on a full body workout, and it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to be using socks if you have a floor where you can slide on. If you have carpet, you can use 2 plastic bags to slide. So in yoga we do a lot of pushing. Today we're going to be working on pulling. I'll see you here on the mat with 2 blocks, some socks, and your yoga mat. We're going to get started in Supta Baddha Konasana, so allow the soles of your feet to be together, knees wide open, and gently come to lay on your back. So make any adjustments to make it comfortable for you. You can allow your hands to lay on your belly or by your sides with the palms facing up. You can close your eyes, allow your breath to be completely natural. And come for a moment to tune in. How is your breath at this moment? How is your body at this moment? How is your mind at this moment? And if your hands aren't on your belly, please bring them onto it. And come to observe the rise and fall of your breath as you inhale and exhale here. Make sure your jaw is relaxed. And very, very gently, you can begin to transition with the breath towards an Ujjayi breath as you inhale and exhale through your nose. Creating an audible sound as you inhale and exhale, constricting the muscles of your throat. With the help of both hands, you can gently bring the knees together and bring them in towards your chest. You can give yourself a squeeze here, maybe slightly massaging your lower back side to side. And slowly beginning to gain momentum forward and back. Massaging your spine, and you can transition towards a tabletop position. With your knees right underneath your hips and your palms really, really wide open. So you can distribute evenly your weight. So I'll give you like 30 seconds to a minute to move freely through here. So maybe bringing undulations to your spine, going through some cat-cows, always using the inhale to open and the exhale to round. So really allow yourself to tune in, to move in whichever way your body wants to or likes to as you prepare yourself for today's practice. And always remember that if at any point you need to take a break, please, please, please do so. I will push you, but remember to always be respectful with your body. And when you're ready, you can transition towards your downward facing dog. Taking a generous bend in the knees, lifting the hips up really, really high and pressing firmly through your hands. Allowing your shoulders to come close towards the ears and the hips really, 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 really high. Then gently, maybe you can bring one heel down and then the other. Finding any movement that you might need here until reaching a static downward facing dog. So fidget as much as you need. And then find a comfy place. in your posture. So on your next inhale, gaze forward, and exhale as you gently tiptoe, keeping your hips up high as you walk forward towards the top of the mat. Keep your knees slightly bent, take with your hands opposite elbows, and allow yourself to sway side to side, relaxing the head, relaxing the jaw. On your next exhale, bring the hands down towards the earth, bend your knees further, and inhale as you gently roll all the way up into a standing position. So make sure you're at the top of your mat, feet hip distance apart. On the inhale, lift all 10 toes, and on the exhale, taking as much area as you can from your little toe to your big toe. Really grounding through the feet, soften in the knees, tailbone towards navel, and you're also closing the ribs in towards one another, shoulders slightly back, Tadasana mountain pose. Gaze forward. On the inhale, lift the hands up, gaze towards them. Exhale, hands to heart center. Once again, inhale, lift up. And exhale through heart center, pressing here, thumbs against your sternum, closing your eyes for just a moment. Creating an intention for your practice today. Whatever it is you need energy for, or something that you need to dedicate your practice to, I kindly invite you to do it at this time. Visualize it. And when you're ready, inhale through your nose. And exhale through the mouth. Slowly flutter the eyes open. Inhale as you lift the hands up. And on the exhale, soft bend in the knees as you fold forward from the hips, bringing your chest towards your thighs. On the inhale, halfway lift, keeping the gaze down such that your cervical spine is nice and neutral. On the exhale, lower down the palms. Inhale, step it back into your plank pose, really, really round with your wrist underneath your shoulders, heels pressed back, tailbone towards navel. On your exhale, lower down through the knees and lower down all the way. Feet together, and without using your hands on the inhale, you'll roll your shoulders up, and also your chest glutes will be slightly active. And we hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, exhale, inhale through tabletop, curl the toes, and exhale, hips up high, downward facing dog. So we're gently warming up into our body. On your next inhale, gaze forward. Exhale to walk or step your feet towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, straight back. Exhale, fold, micro bend the knees. Inhale, rise up, palms together. Exhale through heart center. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step the feet back. Find your plank nice and strong. Really rounding through your upper back. And on your exhale, lower down the knees and lower down all the way. Bringing your fingertips outside of the mat, elbows point up. On your inhale, you'll go up using the upper back area. And on the exhale, you'll allow the heart to lead the way. So you can make this as intuitive and as creative as you'd like. You just use the inhale to go up and the exhale to go down. So if you want to play a bit, maybe rolling up through one side, and then on the exhale, round through the other. And if you want, you can also bring your legs into the movement here. So we're still warming up the back, bringing mobility into the spine. And when you're ready on your exhale, you can lower down, hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, press up, curl through the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale through your nose. And exhale through the mouth. On your inhale, gaze forward. Exhale to step, walk, or jump your feet towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, micro bend the knees. Inhale, palms up high. Exhale through heart center. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back. Find your plank nice and strong. Exhale, stay here. On the inhale, shifting the shoulders forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Half chaturanga. On the tops of your feet, press against them. Upward facing dog. Inhale as you lift through your heart. Gaze up if it's comfortable. And exhale, rolling through the feet. Downward facing dog. Open up your feet as wide as your mat here. Press against your right hand. Inhale. And exhale, bringing your left hand over to your right ankle. So you're pulling with your left hand to go deeper in the twist and pressing your right hand down towards the earth. On your next inhale, gaze forward. And exhale, change it up. Very nice. Slowly transitioning back to your downward neutral downward facing dog. On the inhale, gaze towards your hands. Exhale, step, walk, or jump towards them. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold, micro bend the knees. Inhale, rise up, palms together. Exhale through heart center. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. On the exhale, plant the palms, step the feet back, find your plank. Exhale, stay. On the inhale, shoulders forward. Exhale, knees down or not, so half or full chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. Okay, last one of these. Let's go for it. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step, walk, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, open through the chest. Exhale, fold, bend the knees slightly. Inhale, rise up, palms together. Exhale through heart center, almost there. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, fold. Open, inhale. Exhale, step back, plank. Really, really nice and strong. On your next inhale, shoulders forward. Exhale, lower down, half or full chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, active legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next exhale, lower down the knees. And you can come on over and reach your socks. So you can slide them on. And I'll move my mat for visualization purposes. You might not have to. So when you're ready, and you have your mat position and you're comfy and you have space, open up your hands and you'll step your feet back to come to a downward facing dog. Now that you have your socks on, you probably have to activate a little bit more. You'll actually come out of the pose. I definitely notice it. So we're gonna stay here for a bit, coming comfy and understanding what is going on in our bodies. So allowing yourself to take a deep inhale through your nose. And an exhale through the mouth. Ooh, staying here a little longer. You really need to stay active. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You'll roll over into a plank. You're on the tips of your toes. On the inhale, you'll shift your knees forward and then slide yourself back into plank. Ready? Let's go. Inhale forward and exhale back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down the knees. Mini break for the wrists. And let's find our plank once again. So really leaving the floor nice and clean. Okay, find your plank. Inhale and exhale. This time you'll bring the knees over to the right side and push it back. And then over to the left. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6, 5, 4, almost there, 3, 2, and 1, downward facing. Inhale through your nose, and exhale through the mouth. Inhale, look forward, exhale, step, walk or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold, micro bend the knees. Inhale, rise up, palms together. Exhale through heart center. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the palms. You can slide your feet back if you like. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. On your exhale, you can lower down the knees. And you'll take hold of your 2 blocks. So you'll need a little bit of space to slide both forward and back. So be a little bit at an angle so you can see what's going on. So we're going to start off in a plank. In the plank with our blocks, inhale. On the exhale, knees towards the chest, and you'll bring the feet forward, and that'll be 1. And then we go back and slide forward, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway. Woo! This one's tough. 5, 4, 3, 2, almost there, and 1. Nice. Bring your blocks over to one side, and you can come back towards a plank. So we're going to go with some sliding mountain climbers. So find your plank, bring one leg forward, and begin. Switching it out, keeping it really, really round on your upper back, pressing firmly through your hands. Keep going, keep going. Staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Mini break. Shake off the wrists. From a tabletop-like position, you'll lower down your right forearm and you'll bring away your legs. Left hand is here for support. Inhale, and exhale, bring both knees in. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Getting into our obliques. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down knees. Back to our plank pose. Back to our sliding commandos. Come on, let's go. One leg forward and begin to slide. Stay here with me. Keep it active. Staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering down through the knees. And from tabletop, once again, this time left forearm down, right hand on the floor, and you can find a side plank. So you're on the tips of your toes. Inhale. Exhale, knees towards your torso, and spread it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, and we can reset for downward facing dog. Hips up high. Take an inhale through your nose, and exhale through the mouth. When you're ready, inhale, look forward. Exhale, 2, walk or slide to the top of your mat or to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Micro bend the knees. Inhale, rise up. And exhale back to center. Inhale, rise up. And exhale. Inhale, open through the chest, start out Uttanasana. Exhale, step or slide back. When you're ready, exhale, Chaturanga or half Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, look to the front of your mat. You can walk or slide your feet. Softly bend the knees and inhale, rise up into standing. So from standing, you'll bring your hands to heart center. You'll bend the knees, so we'll find like an Utkatasana. And when you're ready on the inhale, you'll slide the left leg back. And exhale, bring the left leg forward. Inhale, left leg back. And exhale, forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 9, 8, feel the burn, it's okay, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. And you will need to slide now laterally. So you can gaze towards the front and make sure you have space on the side. So again, we'll find our chair pose, more weight onto our right leg so we can slide with the left once again. So inhale, you'll open to the side, and exhale, close. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really nice. You can lower down all the way. And we're going to find a side plank on our right hand. The right foot is going to be able to move, so the leg that's down, hand is up. Inhale, knee to elbow, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Really nice. Hands down, knees down. Mini shake. And downward facing dog. Take an inhale through your nose. And exhale through the mouth. When you're ready, inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Micro bend the knees. Inhale, rise up, palms together. Exhale through heart center. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, plant the palms. Feet back, plank, inhale. Round, round, round. Exhale, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, Chaturanga or half Chaturanga. Inhale. Heart open. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, walk your feet towards the top. Bend the knees on your next inhale. Slowly rising up. So you know where you're going, but on the other side. So inhale, exhale, bend the legs, find your Utkatasana, more weight onto your left leg this time. Inhale as you shift and slide the right leg back. And exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, slightly back. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Mini shake. And making sure you have space. Now we're going to open over to the right. Hands at heart center. Inhale. And exhale, bend the knees. Weight onto your left foot again. Inhale, open the right leg over to the right side. And exhale, bring it in. Inhale away. And exhale back 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, almost there. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, we've got this. 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out, lower down, make sure you have space to do the slide. So this time, onto our left hand, we'll find our side plank here. You can bring your hand on your waist or up. Remember, the left leg will be free to move this time, and you will slide left knee towards the elbow and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Lower down the knees and find your downward facing dog. One more set to go. Inhale, exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Hands wide open. Whenever you're ready, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, walk, or jump towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Micro bend the knees. Inhale, rise, palms together. Exhale, through heart center. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palm, step or slide back if you like. When you're ready, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, half chaturanga or full chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Whenever you're ready, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, lower down the knees. So you'll come to sit and face with the torso up. The fingers of your hand will gaze towards your feet. And when you're ready on the inhale, you'll lift up to a reverse tabletop. When you're ready on the exhale, the hips go back and you'll slide a little bit with your socks, yeah? Inhale, lift the hips, and exhale back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. You can take a seat, and we roll over to come to like a kneeling position. So if your knees are sensitive, you can bring them on the mat. If the tops of the feet are sensitive, you can also put more cushion. We're gonna lift. So here, if you wanna use some blocks, you are more than welcome to. So take an inhale, and on the exhale, you're gonna lift. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. 1, 2. So here we're pushing instead of pulling actually. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9, 10. Last 10. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really nice. Last one to go. So blocks can be on the side. We're going to come to lay down on our backs. We're going to go for a little bit of hamstring strengthener. So the more away you go with your feet, the more intense it will be. Hands can be by your side. So you're going to lift the hips, kind of like a half bridge, and then you're going to come onto your heels, bring the feet away, and then bringing back. So it doesn't have to be very big, but you should notice it on the back of your body. Okay, ready? Let's go. Inhale and exhale back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hello, hamstrings. 9. This is the last one. 10, 5, push, push, push. 4, I feel it. 2, 3, 2, and 1. Really nice. Lower down, knees to chest. Hopefully you're nice and sweaty like I am. Gently roll side to side. Take an inhale through your nose and exhale through the mouth. Whenever you're ready, you can roll over to one side and you can remove your socks, especially if it's warm. If not, if you want to leave it in, that's cool. We're going to go for a stretch. So you'll find a seated position on your mat, and you can curl your toes so we can stretch a little bit the back of our feet. Find a straight position in your spine, and when you're ready, bring the right arm forward, and with the left arm, you bring the arm closer to your left shoulder. So going for some really, really soft stretches here. When you're ready, you can gently let go. Mini shake, and other side. So when you're ready, you can gently let go. From here, you'll open your knees as wide as your mat, and you'll come take a seat onto your heels. You can walk back. You don't have to go in really low. We're trying to stretch our quads, which hopefully they were a bit on fire before. On the inhale, you'll lift the hips. You'll bring the tailbone as if you wanted to go up, and then you can take a seat. If you want to go down lower because you need more sensation, feel welcome to do that. It is not necessary. So you can stay here for a few breaths. If you want to go down all the way, please feel welcome to. And whenever you are ready, unless you want to stay longer, you can gently prop yourself up, cross your legs, and come to a laying down position on your back. Taking figure 4, you'll cross the right ankle over the left thigh, and you can interlace your hands onto your left shin. Both feet are flexed. And you can also use your right elbow to push your knee back to come to stretch the hips, the outer hip of your right leg. Breathing nice and deeply here. And when you're ready, you can switch it out. Left leg over the right, interlacing your hands on your shin or underneath your thigh. That's also cool. And you can use your left elbow to push your left knee back. And close your eyes if you'd like, if that feels okay for you.
Making sure you're transitioning to longer inhales and exhales. Slowly you can undo your posture. Bring your knees towards your chest, and then you can use either peace and love fingers on the big toes, or take with your hands the outer part of your feet to come into happy baby. You can roll on side to side, massaging your lower back. If you wish to straighten one leg and then the other, that feels good for you, go ahead. When you're ready, you can lower down both feet down onto the earth, bringing the knees into one another. You can take both hands on top of your chest and close your eyes, allowing yourself to lie in stillness. Slowly coming back to a natural breath. You can stay here as long as you need. As long as you need to rest and recover your heart rate. I thank you for having the time, dedicating the time to practice, to move, to sweat with awareness here on the mat today.